Good evening. Multiple blazes over the past few days near Glendon and Bonnyville are keeping fire crews busy. As Clayton Brown explains, a fire advisory has been issued for the MD in the town of Bonnyville. Now, residents are being warned to be extremely cautious.
Several fires are burning in and around the MD of Bonnyville. The most recent started this morning just north of Glendon. Fire officials say all have been man-made.
This one here today came from an old brush pile that the wind got into and blew up sparks and spread to the grass. The one in Dupree, south of the Forsyth Lake fire, appears to have come from a quad trail.
The fire near Glendon spread across a section and a half in just a couple hours. A reminder to everyone how quickly things can escalate.
We've got 3 stations on it. SRD has an 8-man crew, as well as 3 helicopters and the big Convair water bomber.
The recent conditions have been perfect for blazes. The MD of Bonnyville hasn't issued a fire ban just yet, but an advisory has been released asking everyone to be extremely careful and to avoid any burning if possible.
The rapid heating and the winds have really dried everything out. We're about the driest area in the province at this point, and the winds today in particular are really playing havoc with us.
No fires are currently deemed out of control. McAvoy does anticipate a ban in the coming days if the conditions remain the same. Near Glendon, Clayton Brown, Newcap News.
Residents of the Onion Lake Cree Nation are heading back home after a grass fire forced them from their properties. 13 people with health risks were evacuated and taken to a hotel in Lloydminster. The fire started around noon yesterday and was declared out by 3 o'clock this morning. The Onion Lake Fire Department says it's not sure what ignited the blaze. However, the dry conditions and high winds caused it to spread quickly. The fire department says residents were allowed to return home as early as this morning. Now, while they estimate around 300 acres were affected, no houses were damaged. A home and garage in Elk Point are completely destroyed after a fire last night. RCMP say the couple were in the backyard doing some yard work at the time when a neighbor the front entrance on fire. Now, the fire started around 9 p.m. on 54 8th Street at 42nd Avenue. RCMP say the blaze spread quickly. Within 15 minutes, the house and garage were engulfed in flames. The homeowners did manage to get their vehicles out of the garage in time. Elk Point volunteer firefighters managed to contain the blaze within 30 minutes. No neighboring homes were affected, and the cause of the fire is not yet known, but RCMP say it's not suspicious. Well, from fire to flooding, people in this region have seen their fair share of weather-related concerns. These photos were sent to us from a viewer on Highway 16, 2 kilometers east of Radisson. The road is flooding, but some vehicles are still trying to drive through. Saskatchewan's road hotline says that crews are on scene and warns that conditions can change quickly and unexpectedly. It's time for spring cleaning here in the border city. Pitchin Week has officially begun. Mayor Mulligan rolled up his sleeves at Bard Colony Elementary this morning to help kick off the event. It was a chance to clean up the area and teach some valuable lessons. Bart Petiasic reports.
Down to the end, keep going. Hey, you missed the spot. With brooms and garbage bags in hand, a small army of kindergarten and grade 3 students joined Mayor Mulligan to clean up their school. It was a chance to beautify the community while giving out some valuable lessons.
Trying to teach them about picking up after ourselves, keeping the community clean. One of the biggest criticisms I receive when spring comes and throughout the year is keeping the city clean.
From picking up garbage to getting hands-on with a street sweeper, it wasn't your regular school day for these kids. Mulligan says it's important to get the message out early.
It's just a habit, right? It's if you can teach a habit, if you can teach a responsible habit, I think we'll have less people rolling down the windows pitching garbage out the window.
That's something these kids definitely understand.
If we don't have a clean school, then we'll barely have anywhere to play, and it'll be stinky to go there.
It helps the environment, and because it's my home.
Other city councillors took time this week to do similar projects in their own zones. Mulligan hopes the spirit of Pitchin Week sticks around for a long time.
Let's hope that Pitchin Week is just second nature, that people do it all the time.
Bart Petiasic, Newcap News.
This week is Emergency Preparedness Week, and the city is encouraging residents to sign up to receive alerts in the event of an emergency. Now, if a disaster happens within Lloydminster, the Alert Center will send you a notification either by text message or email.
Something like a man-made hazardous material incident, for example, if there was a spill or a leak, something like that. Or it could be something like a tornado, an event like that.
If there's a tornado warning for our area, the city will use the alert system. Most other weather warnings will just continue to be issued on the city's website. So far, only a couple of hundred people have signed up to receive the alerts. Now, the city says the system will be more effective as more people sign up.
It's good to have there as a backup because we don't know when, if, or where. So we want to have a way to notify the public because that's going to be one of the key things that we need to do to keep people safe.
Signing up for the alert system is easy. Just head to the City of Lloydminster website and click on Emergency Alert, then Alert Center. You can choose to enter your phone number or email address. Now, if you sign up by May 31st, you'll be entered to win a personal disaster kit. It's time now for Pet Project. In this week's edition, we meet a dog named Kathy and a cat named Riddles who spent his fair share at the shelter. Graham and Jenny have the details.
This is Cassie. Cassie is a 2-year-old Collie Shepherd cross. She is spayed, updated on her vaccinations, she is microchipped, and will need to get a rabies vaccine once adopted. And she's a very well-mannered and well-trained dog.
Yes, Cassie has great leash manners. She could probably be walked by any member of your family. And she's quite smart. She already knows sit, shake a paw, and not to jump up when she's excited. She doesn't seem to make too much of a mess in her kennel, so if you're looking for a pre-trained dog, Cassie's definitely the way to go.
This is Riddles. Riddles is a 2.5-year-old calico tabby. She is spayed, updated on her vaccinations, microchipped, but will need to get a rabies shot once you adopt her.
Riddles is a very affectionate, loving cat, and she's very social with other cats as well. We currently have her in the cat condo with 2 other cats. And she would be a great choice of cat if you need a cat to be independent while you're away from your home. And Riddles is also our 2nd longest cat resident. She's been here since October 30th. So if you're looking to adopt, come and look at Riddles.